Hello and welcome to Eye on the Eagle.
Today is a special homecoming edition of Eye on the Eagle. Last week was a fun, spirit-filled week of food and festivities. We won a big game, we raised a lot of money for charity and the school, and we crowned a new homecoming queen. But first, some in-depth reporting from our news department.
In world news, we have seen so much tragedy and devastation in the past month. We pray for all the small Caribbean islands and Texas, which were all ravaged by Hurricane Harvey. Mexico was also hit with a huge earthquake. The United States is helping in as many of the countries, islands, and states affected as humanly possible. Here's Danny with information of the devastation that Mexico is experiencing right now.
On September 19th, the 32nd anniversary of the 1985 Mexico City earthquake, a quake with the magnitude of 7.1 struck central Mexico. This affected the Mexican states of Morelos, Puebla, and the greater Mexico City area, provoking a devastating impact on over 40 buildings, which created many problems for the citizens of these parts. 2,000 public schools withstood some damage, along with 16 of the 212 schools in Mexico City were inflicted with serious damage. Many of the children in those schools were trapped under the collapsed buildings, and several teams were created to dig out these children that survived the fall of the buildings. Overall, this caused an estimated 324 deaths and 4,600 injuries, with many still missing that rescue teams are trying to find. If you want to help fund these searches and the repairment of the buildings, you can go to the Mexican Red Cross website listed above and make your donation there.
Wow, thank you, Danny. It has certainly been a tough month. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all of those affected by these natural disasters, as well as the people affected by the Las Vegas tragedy. This gives us, as a school, a lot that we can reflect on during our moment of silence each morning.
Some of our classmates have been questioning the internet blocks throughout the school and wondering if the blocks are too restrictive for education in 2017. Here's Garrett with his perspective.
Many of you have noticed YouTube being blocked in the school system and been wondering why. We decided to take a deeper look into this controversy. YouTube is blocked in school networks to prevent students from being distracted, but YouTube can be used for educational purposes as well. The district assumes our generation is not responsible. To some people, it is easier to study through the website. The learning opportunities are endless. Here are a couple things people from around our school have to say. I'm Garrett Priester with Eye on the Eagle News, and I'm here with Chase Howard. So what do you think of YouTube being blocked in the school system?
I think it's kind of unfair because some people like to use YouTube as the other way to get education, and it will show some ways of how to learn how to do some things that you can do and help you in class.
So what would you recommend to the district to be done about this issue?
I think they should unblock it so we can use it, but block some of the things that we shouldn't be able to go on.
So what do you think of YouTube being blocked in the school system?
I do understand why YouTube is blocked on our school system, especially for students, because some of the content on there is not school appropriate at times. But I do feel that YouTube should be a little easier for teachers to access because we do use it a lot in our classrooms to not only show students videos but also help our teaching and our instruction. There's a lot of really good resources on YouTube for us to use. But I do know that it is blocked for a good reason for students. But I do wish it was a little easier for teachers to access.
So do you think there should be anything done about it, or do you think it should?
I do think that the process we have now is good. The eyeballs filter is good, but sometimes it's hard to access that, to get access to YouTube. So if there was a way or a place we could go on our computers to actually get access to the eyeballs filter so we could put our password in, that would make it a lot easier because sometimes it's hard to find a website that's blocked, so you have to put that information in so you can get back to YouTube. So if that process was easier, I think it would streamline it a whole lot better.
Thanks, Garrett.
On Friday, the whole school came together for a spirit-filled pep rally. Fall varsity sports team members were recognized. Here's Adam with the scoop.
At this past pep rally, we announced the varsity fall sports. For cheer, we have Caitlin Cole-Glazier, Madison Dinkins, Lena Bars, Lauren Pope, Sydney Evans, Bree Thompson, Kiesia Montgomery, Gracie Spires, Shida Lloyd, Tiana Mitchell, Mystacia Singleton, Courtney Wooten, Jada Reese, Kaylee Hawkins, Sydney Williams, Savannah Reimer, Hayden Reimer, Kylie Palmer, Madison Rucker, Francis Bishop, Naira Jenkins, Sally Skinner, Taylor Randolph, Lainey Ellisor, Essence Johnson, and Haley Gunter. For cross country, we have Will Corley, Severio Etcher, Bryce Evans, Peyton Owens, Aiden Ratcliffe, Ben Smith, Chase Smith, Brandon Thomas, and Noah Walton. For tennis, we have Terry Powers, Jordan Skinner, Isabel Seedslag, India Scott, Ashley Hudson, Sasha Allen, and Amaya Epperson. For swimming, we have Ayla Edmonston, Madison Frierson, Kayleen Hall, and Bryson Platt. For golf, we have Bryson Waters, Claire Poovey, and Olivia Ziggs. And for volleyball, we have Gracie Dorn, Amia Ziegler, Allie Spires, Lexi Sims, Bethany DuPont, Hannah Stone, Caitlin Amick, Abrianna Washington, Hannah Foster, Kalia Corbett, Jessie Chestnut, Brantley Hill, Autumn Jackson, Zaria Harris, Sarah Polly, and Victoria Franklin.
After the pep rally, we had a homecoming parade. Many locals drove our homecoming court along the parade route with their fancy cars. Here's a look at the fun.
In sports, we had several Eagle wins in the past week. Paxton Brook was honored nationally and was given an Under Armour jersey. We are very proud of him. Here's Garrett with an inside look.
All right, my name is Jeremy Winston, and I would like to welcome you to the American Family Insurance Selection Tour for the Under Armour All-America Game for 2018. We are proud to announce that each Under Armour All-American will be presented with an honorary game jersey in front of their fellow teammates, students, faculty, family members, and local media. Thanks to the support of presenting sponsor American Family Insurance, the selection tour for the Under Armour All-America game will be visiting more than 80 high schools nationwide this fall. More than 90 of the nation's premier high school football players have been selected by ESPN Recruiting to participate in the 2018 Under Armour All-America game presented by American Family Insurance. Former selections include NFL Pro Bowl wide receivers Julio Jones of the Atlanta Falcons and A.J. Green of the Cincinnati Bengals, in addition to 10 total first-round selections in the 2017 NFL Draft. Current college stars like Florida State's Derwin James, Alabama's Bo Scarborough, and Texas A&M's Christian Kirk have also participated in the game. Today, we are excited to present Paxton Brooks with an honorary game jersey commemorating his selection to the 2018 Under Armour All-America game. Paxton is joined by his family, by his coach, by Principal Coleman, and by Coach Summers as well. Congratulations, Paxton, on achieving your dream of becoming an Under Armour All-American. And now we'll have a few words from Paxton.
First, I'd like to thank the administrators at Airport High School, the District of Lexington 2. I'd like to thank my coaches at Airport. They've always been there to support me and push me to be my best. I'd like to thank my teammates, especially my long snappers, Evan Richardson and Justin Rivers, because without them, I couldn't do what I do. I'd also like to thank the students of Airport High School. As many of you here are here to support me today, and I thank each and every one of you. I'd like to thank especially my family for being here. They've supported me through it all, through my years of playing soccer all the way up until now as I'm going into college to play football. I especially thank my parents the most because without them pushing me every single day throughout my whole life, I wouldn't be able to achieve the goals that I've set for myself, not only as a football player, but as a person. I'd also like to thank my teachers who have pushed me in the classroom because academics are just as important as athletics. I'd again like to thank all of you for coming out and supporting me today.
All right, thank you, Paxton. Now we're going to have a few words from Coach Burnett.
Real quick, just being an Airport graduate and sitting where you guys have before, we're very proud and honored to have Paxton with us, and we can all enjoy this honor. We've had many people play in the Shrine Bowl in the North-South. We've even had football players that come out of Airport to play in the Super Bowl, but never have we had a parade All-American. So it's something we all can be proud about. Airport High School and Paxton Brooks. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Burnett. Appreciate it. In addition to awarding a player with their jersey, American Family Insurance is also presenting the American Family Insurance Dream Champion Award to the person most responsible for helping each player reach their dream. Dreams are inspirations to achieve greatness. That's why American Family Insurance is committed to supporting and protecting the dreams of our customers and their families. Whether you are an athlete, band member, or cheerleader, your future is bright and your dreams are worth protecting. The outstanding student being recognized is living his dream every day. Achieving that dream would not be possible without a great support system. Along with saluting this fine individual, we would like to recognize his father, Mr. Brooks, with the American Family Insurance Dream Champion Award. We know that each of you here today have helped champion Paxton's dream of being an Under Armour All-American. Therefore, American Family Insurance and the Under Armour All-America game are teaming up to honor the school and community that shows the most social media support for the respective All-American. After each tour stop, we will be posting a social graphic of your school's player with his football dream on our Instagram handle, @All-America-Game. Once that photo is posted, each school will have exactly 48 hours to generate as many likes as they can for your school's player graphic. We encourage you to reach out to fellow students, family members, and community members and ask them to support the @All-America-Game channel and like your school's player graphic on Instagram. Once the tour concludes, both the Under Armour All-America Game and American Family Insurance will recognize the school and community that generated the most likes on their player's photo for the outstanding fan support and school spirit. You can watch Paxton at the Under Armour All-America Game presented by American Family Insurance on Thursday, January 4th, 2018. ESPN will air the game live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Under Armour All-America Game practices and the American Family Insurance Skills Challenge will also be held during game week at the ESPN Wide World of Sports in Orlando. For more information on the Under Armour All-America Game, updates on our current and past players, and news from the selection tour, find us on Facebook and Twitter at All-America Game. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Garrett. The cross-country team participated in a 10-team meet at White Knoll on Wednesday and finished 5th overall. Leading the way was Noah Walton finishing 2nd overall and Bryce Evans turning in at top 20 performance. Rounding out the pack was Ben Smith, Will Corley, Chase Smith, Severo Etcher, Aiden Ratcliffe, and Brandon Thomas.
The football team defeated Midland Valley in an elite and well-deserved win. The final score was 56-27. As always, we had incredible fan support in the student section. Our Blue Crew students section got really creative last week. They dressed as Greek gods and goddesses and painted up at our weekly pre-game party. There was loud music and a lot of dancing. The Eagles will travel to North Augusta tonight and take on the Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets are undefeated this season, but it is their conference game in Class 4A. We are ready for them. Our team has been tirelessly training to be prepared. Good luck to the Yellow Jackets getting through our offensive line featuring Colin Richardson, Jim Germany, Justin Allen, and Brandon Cogman. Good luck to the Yellow Jackets getting through our offensive line featuring Colin Richardson, Jim Germany, Justin Allen, and Brandon Kaufman. With our Tennessee committer, Paxton Brooks, we have all the kicking power we need. He is a powerhouse in himself. This is an away game for the Eagles, but we hope some of our loyal fans will caravan and show up and show out. Here's Carter Ulmer with the highlights.
This past football game, the stakes were high for the Eagles. The Eagles make their first touchdown. Here's Paxton Brooks with a PAT. The Eagles make another touchdown. Great job, Eagles.
Not only did we celebrate with a big win on Friday, we also voted in a new homecoming queen. We are so proud of everyone who participated and helped raise money for Camp Chemo. Here's Callie with the details.
This past Friday, we had our homecoming football game. All of the girls looked great and raised a lot of money for Camp Chemo. Your Eagle Award winner is Madison Dinkins. Your homecoming second runner-up is Olivia Henderson. Your first runner-up is Madeline. And your homecoming queen is Abriana Washington. Thank you to all who came out and showed your support.
A huge congratulations to Abriana Washington for being crowned our 2017-18 Homecoming Queen.
Taylor, thanks so much for including me in one of the biggest days of your life when you went to ring the bell this week at Children's Hospital and you ended a year's worth of chemo, and we're all so proud of you and love you so much. Can you tell our student body a little bit about what you went through?
Well, through every day, like, it kind of depended on the weeks it was. There would be the longer weeks where I'd be hooked up to the machine the whole time from Monday to Friday. I'd have to lay there in the hospital bed, constantly, getting fluids, chemo, and then they'd have to flush out my ports all the time, which was my least favorite part of it all.
Right.
Then there was the smaller weeks, which I would just go in through Monday, then get out Tuesday afternoon, probably about lunch. And that's pretty much similar to the 5-day, except for the chemos were a lot shorter. And then there was the one that we had this past Monday, which was just I go in, get that 15-minute one, and I'm out. And that one was...
Yeah, that was there. That one was nice and easy.
Those were nice and easy.
Nice, easy end of the long journey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Taylor, I know that it was a struggle for you to miss so much school, and I know that you were the only student I've ever had on Homebound that actually Skyped into my animation classes and participated so much with us while you were gone. Can you tell me what the one thing you missed the most while you had to stay out of school?
Probably just all my friends and my girlfriend, because those they kept me like happy and through the whole thing, hanging out with them whenever I could.
Your girlfriend Michaela is absolutely an amazing person. Can you tell me a little bit about how long y'all been seeing each other? And she stuck by you the whole time, right?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, we've been dating over a year, and she's been with me the whole time, and we got to see each other anytime we could on the weekends, or she would occasionally come and visit me while I was up in the hospital, which just made me feel way better.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you so much, and thanks for including me in your whole journey. I love you.
sweetest, SMILEs. Our patients have the bravest HEARTs. We love to see you every day, but if you ask us, then we'll say, pack your bags, take a hike, let's end up doing this while we hike.
See you next week.
Much better.
Morning, Krispy Kreme.